Nice.
You ask why? Why Kenya? Why are African Americans migrating into Kenya? Why not other destinations? Today I'm seated down with David, and he's gonna talk to me more about why he decided to move to Kenya, why Kenya, and what was the reason is behind why he decided to move to Kenya. So, and if you're trying to relocate to Kenya or Africa, this is a video that you're supposed to watch because it's going to give you an insight that you really want to have so that you can basically move to Africa or move to Zion. That's what they say right now.
Oh, Zion.
So let him introduce himself, and we're gonna have an amazing interview for today.
Hello, everyone. My name is David from America. I come from California, Oakland, California. It was a 21-hour flight.
Wow.
Yes, that was a long flight.
This is a long flight.
In the middle seat.
Ooh.
That was not good.
You were sandwiched in between the window and the aisle seat. So, what was the reason as to why you decided to move to Kenya?
There's a couple of reasons. Partly biblical, because the Bible's prediction about the Queen of the South is going to rise.
Okay.
And I can see that coming to fruition because of the raw resources and the magnitude of the resources that are here in Africa.
Okay.
And my personal reason is because I'm an old man.
You're an old man.
And it's like, you know what? I think it's time for me to retire. And I want a quiet, peaceful life. So I decided, you know what? Let's start looking around. It was either between Ghana, because Ghana had gotten so much press with the return
to Africa. Yeah.
But the others was South Africa and Kenya.
Okay.
Kenya was the last choice. And the reason why, because I didn't know a whole lot about Kenya, except for Lake Victoria. I've heard about Lake Victoria a lot. So after I started doing my research, it took me over a year or so, actually longer than that. But I just took my time, did my research, and I decided, let's do Kenya because it's a growing economy. The economy is growing very well, and there's a lot of multinationals here. So I said, you know what? Let's start with Kenya first. And I was blown away once I got there. I was just blown away. First thing that surprised me though, when I landed, because my flight was San Francisco to Qatar, and then I had a 1-hour layover in Qatar, and then I came into Kenya, and that took the Qatar to Kenya took 5 hours.
Qatar to Kenya took 5 hours.
5 hours, yes.
Okay.
And what surprised me when I got on the plane was I was expecting to see a lot of black people on the plane. Was not. It was more white people on the plane than black people. That surprised me. So I was saying, oh, am I on the right flight? But that really surprised me. But once they landed, it was like, oh yeah.
Okay, now I'm in Kenya.
I'm in Kenya.
What was your first impression when you just landed at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport?
Looking at just the night lights, because I landed at night, and I'm thinking, okay, I was expecting to see a lot of darkness, not so much lit up. This place surprised me. It's very well organized, very well built up. I mean, it's just like a modern city that you would see in the West.
Wow.
That's what surprised me. It was, how can I say it? I was very pleased. I was definitely very pleased once I landed.
When you landed.
And the funny thing though was they double booked my accommodations. So once I called and said, hey, I'm here. So, oh no, we double booked it, I'm sorry. So I had a really cool taxi driver. She said, you know what, we'll take you to a spot you know, it's in the CBD.
Yes.
I didn't know what the CBD was. She was saying, I said, I need to go be downtown somewhere. She said, that's what that is, Central Business District.
Yes.
So she took me there, and I stayed in the CBD for nearly a month.
What?
And it was pricey. I wish I was a little more savvy, like you young people with the computer and doing the Airbnb and all this stuff, but I'm not. But I still was, I had nice accommodations.
Okay.
A little pricey, so I ended up going through a real estate agent, which is not very far from the hotel that I was staying at, and they got me into my accommodations now, where I'm at now, in Lavington.
Lavington. When you talk about accommodation, when you went through the real estate agent to give you an accommodation, was it what you really expected, or was it just very modern, depending on how the West, way of building the houses?
Actually, now that's a good question, because it surprised me. Because first of all, I got lost, and I'm just going around looking, and I see this real estate agency office. So I said, let me go and talk to these people.
Okay.
But they weren't my first one. This was like after my last resort. So I go in there. They were very, very, very nice.
Okay.
They knew that I was a foreigner, obviously, as soon as I opened up my mouth. And they said, okay, you know what, listen, we can get you in a place. She said, you'll probably be better off where all the other expats are. She said, that's Kilimani, Lavington, and she mentioned a bunch of other places. And I said, I just want to leave where I'm at right now. And so it was just that same day. She said, you know what, I can hook you up with an agent. She hooked me up with an agent. And it was like, it moved that quick. It was a matter of, okay, when do you want to move?
Matter of hours.
That fast. Unlike the bureaucracy that you'd have to go through in the States.
In the state, yeah.
There would be a lot of he and haul back and forth. But here it was just like, okay, is this what you want? Go ahead and get it. You know, I just paid the deposit, and I had a nice apartment. I'm in a nice apartment. As a matter of fact, when I moved in last year, they were still finishing up as far as cleaning up all the construction dust. And it was probably I was probably one of
the first clients.
Yes, one of the very first. It was probably less than 20 people in the building out of a 16-story building.
Wow.
So now it's practically full.
You know what we do here mostly right now, the real estate thing right now here in Kenya, whenever there is a project that is coming up and they want to build some houses or apartments, people start buying the apartments before they are constructed. And that one now, it's easier and it's cheaper.
Yes.
Yeah, and also when now the apartment is almost done, you can decide to be like, okay, this house belongs to me, so I can do my own interior.
You can purchase it just like a condo in the U.S.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I ran across a couple of expats in my building, and that's what they've done. I know one of them, he's retired, but he's a traveler. He could be anywhere in the world, Colombia, he just travels. But he has a base. Which is here in Kenya. And so it's like, okay, you know what? When I want to go and just relax, he comes to Kenya. And there's another gentleman, he's getting ready he's out of, I think it's Houston? Either Houston or Dallas. And he's a heating and cooling guy. So, but he still has his own building that he still maintains.
Okay.
But he's getting himself ready to transition over here to Africa.
Wow.
As well as, now I met some really interesting people, especially the expats. I met a corporate lawyer, and out of Washington D.C. Very interesting gentleman, very interesting guy. And he was telling me that he has gotten so many people asking him, hey, come and join our firm here when you leave the U.S. So he's a really interesting guy. He's charismatic, but he's not over the top with it.
Okay.
He's very, really low key with it, and really chill with his
What
his
he
ability.
does.
Just well, how he just presents himself. So you'll meet a lot of expats in these areas like the Lavington, the Kilimani,
Kileleshwa,
yes,
and Westland.
Yes, and definitely Westland.
Yeah. Oh, in your own sense, on your own view, what do you think about the whole of African American tracing roots back into Africa? Is it like a spiritual journey, or is it like finding the roots where their ancestors came?
It's like finding the missing piece to your soul. Ooh. Because, like I said, I've been here almost a year, and I made a really cool acquaintance. She's a professor at one of the universities. She took me to Kisumu.
Kisumu.
That blew me away.
What?
And there were several reasons why. Because first of all, you're going to see a lot of different cultures here. One in particular that caught my attention were now I know they're called the Dinka, but the South Sudanese people. The very dark-skinned people, but they're very, very tall.
Yeah.
Even the women, a short woman is like, what, 6 feet?
6 feet. Yeah, most of them, because I see a lot of them here, and some of them I even have interacted with them at my workplace. They're very, very, very tall. Dinka, the Dinka are from the South Sudan. But
yes.
Right now, most of them are settling here in Kenya. Most of them are schooling here. Most of them want to stay here. Some of them be like, you know what, our country has, political instability. Let us look for somewhere whereby we can have a peaceful life and we find our own purpose.
Well, seeing those people made me think. Because I started thinking, I started looking at them, I'm thinking, wait a second, why are these people so dark, and why are they all so tall? It doesn't come out of a lab. So my first thought was, these are first blood people. These are first blood. And one person asked me, what do you mean? I said, these are Adam's children. We came from Adam. So the reason why I'm saying that is because when my friend took me to Kisumu, the biggest thing is obviously Lake Victoria,
yes.
Which is the second largest freshwater body freshwater body of water.
Yes.
And then, the other thing too I noticed was Kenya is just mountainous. It's got a lot of mountains.
Yeah, we got a lot of mountains.
So, and hence that's why you have Lake Victoria, because it is a massive lake.
It's massive.
Massive. So I started looking and I started thinking, and it dawned on me, this is the cradle of life. This is where life began. Because at the bottom of Lake Victoria is where the Nile River begins.
Yes.
Hence, and my friend was telling me that you had a lot of the Dinkas crossing the lake coming into northern Kenya, I believe.
Northern Kenya, yes.
Because that's where I started finding out about the root of, not the root, but it's like, this is the
origin.
The origins of black people. You have the Nilots.
Yes.
You have the Kushites.
Yes. You have the Banttu.
The Banttu, which is what I'm a part of.
Okay.
And the Semites. The Semites. Yes. But Bantu, those are the 4 groups that make up black people.
Okay, yeah.
And that just
blew
me away. I was just amazed with that.
So let me cut you short a minute.
Go ahead.
So if you have gotten to learn more about the history of Kenya, they say this is the cradle land of humanity. Because Dr. Ricky, he was an anthropologist. So I think geologist. On the northern part of the Kenya, there is a young, around 12 years boy who was found here called the Turkana boy. The Turkana boy. And that was the full human skeleton that was discovered. Others have been discovered in Kariados, others have been covered in so many places. Maybe the skull, maybe but in Turkana, that's where they found
the complete
skeleton of a human being. So they call it.
So once I started learning more about like I said, the Bantto, but the Bantto is a very large group of blacks that they're all over, from South Africa to I mean, they're all over.
So the Bantus, if my history is serving me well, the Bantus, they talk about the origin is from the Democratic Republic of Congo. So some of the Bantus, you'll find most Bantus you'll find them in the highlands, especially here in Kenya. Most of them are farmers, they're agriculturists. So they came from the richest part of the world, that is Democratic Republic of Congo. They walked or migrated upwards looking for good fertile land for farming. So some of them settled here in Kenya. That's where you find the central part of Kenya, like the Kikuyus, the Merus, the Akambas. And then when you go to the coastal region, you'll find the coastal Bantus, you'll find the Mijikendas. So that's how they migrated from the south. When you talk about the Bantus in South Africa, some of them might have dropped down, but we have most of the people who I know in South Africa are the Zulu
and the Xhosas.
Most those of them are, I think they are pastoralists. I think they are most of them, they depend on the forest.
Okay,
Forest people, most of the youth. So that's how, if my history is serving me well, the Bantus, because more of the Bantu side, when it comes to Bantu, I know more of them in Kenya, most of them in Kenya.
Now see, Kenya in itself, they have extremely rich history with the different subgroups that exist here. I can't keep up with them. I saw a book in one of the bookstores here. It was about the Kikuyu.
The Kikuyu.
But that book, I think they wanted, it was pretty pricey though, even for American standards. It was very pricey. But I mean, it's just an amazing history of this country.
This country, yes.
So that just learning the history and then the different languages and the dialects that are spoken here, phenomenal. And this is this is my very first country. I haven't gone to any other country. I haven't gone to Tanzania or none, but it's just like there's so much information
that is ingrained in the history of Kenya.
Yeah, but just as a foreigner, especially an American, just coming and looking and just talking to people, it's just amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I have an expat friend, and he's telling me, I can kind of point out this group. This is the Luya. I know the Nilots, because of their complexion. But when it comes like the Luya, the Luos, and then there's so many other groups. It's like,
there's you'll have a huge group, and then there are subgroups. You'll find, maybe like in the Luo, maybe you'll find like the Luyas, you'll find like the Tiriki, the small subgroups that they make up one huge.
The Luya.
Yeah, the Luya.
And then you got the Luo.
The Luo. they have the Luo as a group, but they have
subgroups,
sub-tribes.
And then there's another one. It's called the Kamba.
Yeah, the Kamba. So the Kamba are Eastern Bantus. We have the Central Bantus, Eastern Bantus, and Coastal Bantus.
Okay. See, and now, because there's so much history. And the weird thing that really kind of gets me is the fact in America, in the schooling,
they never teach you about
your existence starts as slaves. That's how they teach us. You guys were slaves.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait a second, we were more than that.
Yeah.
We had kingdoms that were here in Africa.
There were kingdoms that were here in Africa. If we start talking about the kingdoms, we have so many kingdoms, like the Mali kingdom, we have the Chad kingdom, we have especially in West African countries, they had kingdoms. In East Africa, we had the Buganda kingdom. When you go to South Africa, you have a lot of kingdoms. That's how we were governed. Before now, the civilization, we were start talking about, president and all those kind of things. And when there was the kingdom, I think the systems were working.
They had to have, because obviously they spread out everywhere.
Yeah, and everyone knew their place in the society.
Yes.
So then the civilization and everything, and now and you being taught about the history of Africa and slaves. That is
all.
That's how they design it, so that you don't get to have the real knowledge or get to know the bigger picture.
Exactly.
Now, when you leave the US and you start integrating yourself with the Africans, or getting back to your roots, start realizing, wait, hold on a second. There is something that is disconnecting me and my real me. And that comes to how did your community react when you decided, your friend and your community reacted when you say, you know what, I'm leaving everything behind and moving to Africa.
They're excited. Very excited. They want to come visit. Like I said, I wish I was a little more technologically
informed,
able to just navigate, because the biggest thing though is I had to switch over my phone number from American phone to the
Kenyan phone.
The Kenyan phone, which I use Safari.
Yes,
Safaricom. Safaricom is very good.
Of course.
Very, very reliable. It's just like a PayPal in the U.S. You pay for everything.
Or SendWave.
I've heard of that. I've never used it. But PayPal, you can pay your rent, your electric, your water, restaurant bill, your Uber.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about it.
And do they really want to come and visit Africa, or they be like, Africa this, Africa that?
There are some hurdles you have to go through. Some of the hurdles, and I was listening to one podcaster. He's pretty popular, and he made this comment about Nairobi.
No. That's the nickname they have given Nairobi, but right now Nairobi is.
But overall, you'll find some really cool people.
Of course.
You just like in any social order, you're going to have your good and your bad.
And your bad, yeah.
But for the most part, it's going to be more good than bad.
Wow.
But you will definitely run across a few of them. But it's nothing that you can't overcome.
Oh, okay. How has living in Kenya changed your perspective of being Black or African American?
I guess the biggest thing for me, and I'm letting the secret out.
Guys, this is secrets. The cat is out of the bag now.
The food is medicine here.
Ooh.
I stopped taking my blood pressure medication, and I was on 2 blood pressure medications.
Yeah.
I stopped taking those after like the 4th or the 5th month here, because my body was, after you go through the traveler's diarrhea after the first week or so, and you're just going to eat a lot of clean food. It's organic. Everything you eat here is organic, and it's medicine to the body. That was the biggest thing for me. I noticed how my body was responding to the food. I said, this is clean food that I'm eating. It doesn't have all the chemicals and the preservatives that you find in the U.S. And right now, they're suffering in the U.S. I think Trump hasn't even been in office in six months. Well, I guess he now is close to 6 months. They're saying people are using credit cards to buy groceries. And that is unheard of.
What?
So I can go to the grocery store with the equivalent of, I'll say it like this, $40, which is like 4,000.
5,000, let's say.
Yeah, 5,000 Kenyan shillings. I could buy groceries for the month almost. For the whole month.
For the whole month.
The whole
and
month.
You're getting clean food, organic.
Food. Yes. That is the biggest thing that I can I can't stress enough.
Wow.
It's the food. Now the water, bottled water, until you get used to it, because for Americans, we're not used to raw water like what's pumped.
Yeah, for here we are used to boreholes and
Yes,
wells
yes,
and something, and then now
yes.
it undergoes the filtration process, and now it's
Right.
fit for consumption.
I was told, and I started doing that. You just brush my teeth with it till your body gets used to it.
Yes.
And so that's what I've been doing. I don't drink right out the faucet.
Yeah.
Not yet. I still do a lot of bottled water,
Bottled
but the
water.
food, unbelievable.
So let me tell you something. 30 minutes drive out of Nairobi, you start finding farms.
Yes. That's
Potato farms, corn farms, coffee farms, banana farms.
that was sad for me.
That's that's sad or amazing, because if you feel like, oh, I don't want to go to the groceries here in Nairobi, I have a few minutes I can spare, let me run to the farm and get
They
something.
have great, and the thing about what gets me, when you hear the locals use the word village, in my mind, American mind, I'm thinking of seeing huts. But it's not. It's more like a small town that you would see in the Midwest. It's just they got buildings just like everybody else, buildings and roads, but they just call it a village. And it's like you're so conditioned with the American mentality, like when you hear a local or African say, "Oh, I'm going to the village," you thinking of a hut with dirt. No,
mud.
you're talking about just. Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so
It's
much.
just like regular western
small
town.
Yes.
Basically, that's
This
what it is.
Wow.
So I thought that was really impressive. But now, going back to my trip to Kisumu, my friends, we drove. It took us probably. We didn't take the A routes. We were taking more of the B, and some of the C routes, because she wanted me to see the real
authentic Kenya.
Yes. So that's why it took us 12 hours. But what made me so sad was seeing the tea farms. I've never seen the vastness of farm acreage. Like, I mean, these living in the Bay Area, the farms are as big as the Bay Area. It's, I mean, I'm talking including San Jose, going up to Richmond, to San Francisco. I mean, completely, it'll absorb all of that. And it's like, she was giving me the history of the farms and the tea farms. A lot of people lost their lives for this. I mean, the British just took this land, took out the trees, and they planted miles and miles and miles and miles and took over hills.
That we used to call them the White Highlands. Now those are the White Highlands that are owned by Central Banttos, the Kikuyus, most of them.
Okay.
So most of them were removed from those lands. They were put in concentration camps, and then now they could be used by the British to farm as laborers in those farms which they have been pushed out of.
Yes.
It has already history, and
It was just, but seeing the vastness of it was just like, we were traveling hours,
and it's
just nothing but tea farms.
tea farms.
And she was telling me how they pick the tea. There's only a couple of leaves.
Yeah, it's 2 leaves and a bud. Like you pick them. 2
Yeah.
leaves and a bud. Yeah.
And it's like, but it's the and then we went to another area. I can't remember when we were coming back. She took me. I can't remember all the cities we went through. The coffee farms.
Coffee farms. Maybe you are coming from Kisumu.
We were coming to Kisumu, but we just went around. I can't remember. We were Kenyan. We were
Kenyan.
Kenyan.
That is in Nakuru, Naivasha somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I couldn't believe.
The geothermal, the mountains.
Yes.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I was just impressed with it. It was like, this is the largest farm I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it's larger than the corporate farms you would see going down Highway 5
Yeah.
in California. It's just
something you never thought of saying.
unbelievable. I was speaking with another local, and she was saying, "Oh yeah, you need to fly over it." She says the next time you go to Kisumu, she says fly. She said it looks like a checkerboard when you're going to Kisumu. And I'm thinking, no way.
From up there, when you see those tea farms,
They're massive. And I was hearing that they're going to try and automate them. And I'm thinking, oh, whoa. You know, they're going to take away some of the jobs now because they can.
how they pick the tea leaves. And right now they have introduced some machines whereby they just within a few minutes you have covered maybe like a quarter an acre with the machine. Picking there.
Yes.
You know I know it's going to do away with handy jobs, but how to increase the productivity. That one is an advantage. But introducing the machine also takes away some jobs from the people.
Yes.
But the thing is with Kenyans, we know how to adjust very quickly with that. We will, try and see, machine has taken away our jobs. We are going to see how we are going to reinvent ourselves. Yeah.
Very resourceful.
Yeah.
Very resourceful. Wow.
Do you feel more accepted and understood here in Africa than back in America?
I do.
Ooh, okay, tell me more about that.
The biggest thing, and I've never felt black since I've been here. I've never felt black. It's just like, it's either welcome home or else it's just like, they're real chatty. They want to just talk.
Yeah, they want to know more about
exactly.
How is life here? How is life back home?
It is so cool. And it's like, even in 2024, it's like certain areas I go to, especially, I go to places like Palo Alto, which was where I was working at down here. And it's like, you have to be careful because the police are just watching you. And it's like, what are you doing over here? I mean, you getting that today. 2020, well, it's 2025 now, but 2024 when I left California, that's, what are you doing here? We just want, let me see your ID, let me check your
background history. Do you have they might even
and I work here, I'm in uniform, and it's like, hey, I work here, yada, yada, oh, give me your ID. It's like, whatever, I just need to get to work, Go.
They want even to talk to your manager to verify if you work there.
If they will just stop you. I got a ticket, a fix-it ticket, in Palo Alto, but I had to go all the way down to, I can't even remember where it was. It was like 100 miles away. But I got the daggone ticket in Palo Alto, but I had to go down to, I can't remember the name of the city. It probably cost me a good $20 in gas just to go from, and I can't remember the name of the city. Then I had to go all the way back to Oakland.
To pay the ticket.
Yeah, but I can't remember the name of it. It was just like, this is ridiculous. How come I just couldn't, you give me the ticket and pay it? I paid in Palo Alto, but I had to go all the way down to, I can't remember the name of the city. And it was probably like a good 40 miles away. It was close to Gilroy. That's all I know. It was close to Gilroy.
That's crazy. That means you living that way of life means that your identity, you're not fighting with your identity no more moving here.
No, not at all. And you're very well accepted. It's like I have yet to experience, you're black. It's like, you're black. It's like, that's obvious.
That's obvious.
I've never experienced that. People are very welcoming. It's very addictive being here because it's so peaceful. Even though this is a big bustling city. Yeah. I mean, you got traffic just like you have like in the West. I mean, traffic is pretty bad here actually. It lasts for like what, 3 hours almost?
It depends on where you're heading to, maybe. But the good thing is that we have like the quickest means of transport. You can pick maybe like a motorbike and within minutes
Yeah, that's true. But now I'm beginning to have a lot more respect for people that ride them. And it's like, okay, you know what? My friend was saying, hey, dude, you're not that young, so you need to like, hey, either get an Uber or something. But you know what I started doing is catching the matatu. I like those.
The matatu culture.
Yes, the matatu is the bus.
Yes.
It's like 30 bob for the cheapest, if it's off hours, it's 30 bob.
30 bob, yeah.
The most is 50 bob.
50 bob, yeah.
And that's like, in American, it's like less than 50 cents.
Less than 50 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you meet some really interesting people.
And the matatu. It's only in Kenya that we have matatu culture. There is not in any other city in the world you will find matatu culture. It's only in Kenya.
It's very cool. I was pleased with that.
So that was a culture shock for you?
Well, it wasn't. It was a good experience because I was like, man, this is. First of all, it's reasonable, extremely reasonable. Like I said, under 50 cents.
Under 50 cents, yeah.
But I like the fact when me and my friend, he's an expat. He's a cop from New York.
Oh, okay.
And he, we like to go down to where the matatus go.
They park and
at the CBD.
Yeah.
And there's this huge, giant tree with this big circular concrete bench, which takes up like a block. And this tree has, I don't know what these birds are called. I've never seen the birds this big. Do
they have like a huge protruding stuff?
Yes, they're very, but when they stand, they're probably like about 3.5 feet tall.
Those are marubo stalks. They are called marubo stalks. Most of they feed on, waste materials like them. If we have like, I think it's so close to the city market whereby we have meat and everything like that.
Yes.
So they, they salvage on, the droppings of the meat, and sometimes they are fed there. If maybe there is some meat that has, gone bad, or maybe it's not selling, so they feed it to them. So that's why you find them seated there waiting for the right time to go in.
The other thing that surprised me, the dominant bird that you see in the skies is the falcon. The falcon is you're going to see that probably 9 times out of 10 here. That is, and I'm thinking, it's going to go after that big bird that you just. It's like the bird is, first of all, it's extreme. That one bird.
Very huge, very huge.
But the falcons are everywhere. You're probably especially in the morning. If you look up in the sky, you might see like 30, 40 of them. They're just circulating, warming
somewhere.
up, and they fly so doggone high. It's like, no wonder they get hit by planes. It's like that's a lot. They go up there. They're just extremely high. Yeah, I went to another wildlife issue. I went to the Arboretum. The
Arboretum, near to the State House.
Yes. The monkeys are very, how can I say, they're not aggressive, but they can intimidate you. I was walking through with my friend, and she says, just hold my purse. Because the monkeys, they come down and they're like, it's a nice, 15, 20-foot pathway, paved pathway. Yeah. And they're just sitting right there in the middle, and it's like, okay, I'm bigger than you. You might want to go after this bag that you gave me, but they're going after your cameras, all this kind of stuff.
You know why they do that? It's because that most people who go there, they feed them. You know? So if you have maybe like a banana, you feed them maybe a biscuit, and then they're used to that. They'll be like, oh, you're passing. In that pass, there might be something. So I want to go after it so that I can eat what is inside.
Exactly. Excuse me. That's what she was saying. That's exactly what she was saying.
That's what happens. So what was your hardest, what is your hardest part of moving here?
The hardest part for me was just like actually doing it. It was just actually doing it. Once you land here, you have so many really cool people that will help you. I mean, that was amazing for me. Especially the locals. They were so friendly. They're willing to help. Amazing. The biggest challenge was just to actually do it, because it was like, you know, you're so conditioned from the West to think that Africa is like,
you're not fit for this.
Right. It's good to visit and then come back. No, it's good to come here and stay here.
Settle here.
This place is phenomenal.
On that, do you feel like homesick, or do you feel like you wanna go?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Let people understand who are watching from the state why you don't feel like going back to the state.
Because when you say home, especially when you're talking to a black man, this is
this is home.
I mean, I guess for another thing about black men, if you're a single dude, you won't be long.
Yo.
I have met so many men. I have a friend. He's 76 years old. He gets around really well. I talk to him almost
every now and then.
No, not every. It's pretty much every day.
Okay.
We talk a lot. He's in a 18-floor building. He walks the stairs. He does 2 rounds twice a week. Now he's telling me he's running up the stairs. Mind you, this guy is 76, and he's getting ready to have a baby within the next couple of weeks.
Boy, that is a retirement baby.
It is. And I'm thinking, and I have another friend, and he's getting ready to have a baby.
That means right now you are not feeling like going back home. You have been accepted. You have now you have started also forming a community or a sense of belonging.
Exactly.
In Kenya.
I started when I first landed. When I got the hotel, the first day when I woke up, I made sure I studied the buildings and the skyline. I said, I want to take a walk. I got lost.
Every now, whenever, even the locals, whenever you come to Nairobi, everyone has that history. I got lost. I got lost.
And I'm thinking, I know I'm not very, but I could, because you're on the sidewalk level. Now you can't. The buildings are like blind, and you can't see anything.
You can't see anything.
And I was like, oh wow. So what I walked, and I ran across the security guard, and I asked her, hey, listen, I'm staying at this hotel. I'm trying to get back. Now, mind you, this lady, she's a security guard for this church. I didn't know it was a church, but she's security guard for this church. She said, oh yeah, I'll walk you. She got me back onto Muindi and Bingo Street. And then she walked me like 2 blocks. And once I started seeing the familiar building, she was saying, your hotel is just right down the street. But I was lost. And so she said, and then she invited me to the church. I've been going to Mercy Nairobi Church ever since I've been here.
Wow.
That's a cool church. Pastor Allen, that guy is
top notch.
He is, you can tell he hears from God.
Oh.
He is definitely an anointed speaker. They have some other speakers there. When he's speaking, he's worth going there.
Wow.
That guy is phenomenal. Mercy Nairobi Church.
It's a good place to go and worship.
Very good.
So that means the community here in Kenya, he has built a good community, and the locals have played a huge role in his settlement here in Kenya.
So true.
Wow.
Very good people there. Very good people.
So right now you truly feel like you belong here. You have found your community, you have found your church, you have found the locals are doing good to you.
Absolutely.
The sense of belonging has already kicked in.
I have a place where I frequent a lot. The only one thing about my building, it's been built by the Chinese, and one of the Uber drivers is telling me, he says, get to a building that has been built before, I forgot what year he was saying, because they're larger. and they're not as tall.
Yeah, the ones that have not been constructed by the Chinese.
Yes.
If they were constructed by the locals, they are very huge.
Yes.
They are spacious.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I'm going to be moving, because I don't like where I'm at, because even though it's a nice high rise and I'm the first one in this building, I mean in my unit, me and my friend John, we were talking, and it was like we were looking at buying furniture because he bought one of the units in there, and it was like we started measuring things up, and it's like, wow, this place is really, once you start putting stuff in, like just basic stuff, a refrigerator, a couch, it gets very small, very quick.
Concentrated.
And I'm thinking, oh, I don't think I'm going to go there. I'm not going to stay here because it's just too small. But I am looking to move a little further out, even though I love Nairobi. I'll still be in Nairobi, but on the outskirts.
So if you want to move to the outskirts of Nairobi, so the best place to move to is maybe like Lower Kabete, or basically Lower Kabete and Roaka. Those places, they have nice homes and they are gated communities, and it's just
they're cheaper.
And they're cheaper.
My daughter was telling me, Kitengela?
Ngara is on your way to the Road, but there's a little bit.
Kitengela?
Kitengera.
Yeah.
Right now it's growing. They're building new houses, modern houses, and also Kitengela and Syokimau, they have nice homes. It is a vast land, so the houses that are being built there, they are huge, they are spacious, and it's cheaper.
Yes.
And it's quieter than.
That's where she told me to go to. So
yeah.
I'll be checking those places out soon.
You should check them out. So on that note, comparing the cost of living in the US and here, how do you find it?
Right now, I'm ashamed to say this, but I'm only on Social Security, and I live very comfortable. Very comfortable. I live very comfortable.
Social Security, and you're living so comfortable here in Kenya, bro.
Very comfortable. Wow. Not just comfortable, I'm living very comfortable.
What?
So, and I took a huge penalty for retiring early.
What?
So I'm still living comfortable.
What?
Yes. And what gets me too is listening to a lot of these expats, there are so many opportunities to make money here.
That was my next question.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was my next question.
I haven't started, I've been looking, but I intend to, I'd say maybe, all depends, I'd like to say within the next couple of years, I would like to start a business here. But my friend, he's already, he owns several safari trucks. He also owns, I think, 7 of the, they sell the boiled eggs and the Smokies.
The Smokies,
he owns several Smokies. And a Smoky is like a small kiosk that you can set up.
Yeah, by the roadside and
on the sidewalk, you start selling basically boiled eggs and sausages.
Yeah, sausages.
And, I can't remember the name of that bread. It's the round bread. Chapati.
Oh, chapati.
Yes, they sell that. So, and he's got like 7 of those carts now.
What?
Trying to get more. He's also looking to build over past Kenyan.
Kenyan, on the way to Naivasha.
Yes.
Naivasha.
Over there.
So there are so many entrepreneurial opportunities that you can find here in Africa. That is if you are open-minded and trying to see the picture.
But you just have to there's opportunities around.
Yeah.
You just look and think, especially if you start interacting with a lot of the locals, and then you can't help but to. I started to allude to this earlier. A place where I frequent a lot, where I eat, probably where you met me at the Clean Shelf. Yes. The butchers, the ladies at the deli, and they give me so much good information, and it's like people are so friendly and helpful here. Extremely friendly and helpful.
So that means whenever you come to Africa, you want to relocate to Africa, or you basically want to be in Africa and you want to start a business, the best place to go is interacting with the locals to get
Absolutely.
the authentic information.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you don't mind, would you like share with me or my community and tell them what kind of opportunities you are able to spot and see, or the kind of businesses that as a foreigner you can do here in Kenya?
Well, because of where I'm from, the U.S., one of them, there's a couple of big ones. Water and energy. Filtered water is, it looks like it's a very good...
lucrative business.
Yes, filtered water. Also, green energy. If you are...
in solar and...
Yes, that would be a very good, because any kind of mobile power that's reliable, that doesn't pollute, that is huge. Huge. The emphasis is not polluting, because the land is so clean here.
So clean, yeah.
And I was impressed. Like I said, the food, first of all, is the biggest thing. Because I listen to how these people say, "Oh, we're going to go to the farm," and there's a lady right over here at the Kenyan.
It's a hotel, by the way, whereby they sell authentic African cuisine.
Yes, I love. I can't. Mary. I can't think of the lady's name. She was a bodybuilder.
Oh,
yes. So
because of dieting and everything,
Oh,
so she transitioned that into a business.
Yes, she.
That's a good thinking.
She's very good. Very good. Well connected. Very well connected. But yeah. You run across some good people, and there's a lot of opportunities here. Like I said, in particular, water filtration, clean energy, amazing. And this is new. I'm looking outside, and the reason why I'm saying that is because the women, they
talk about that. Talk about that. I will just, and he talks about that.
What's really big in the U.S. is these BBLs.
Okay, we love our women natural.
Man, they are,
stunning.
Yes,
gorgeous.
But the thing that gets me is the fact that goes back to the different subgroups of cultures. Now, when I saw and I'm not saying this in derogatory, because some groups have flat butts and other groups have these big Sarah Bartman butts. And Sarah Bartman is when Nelson Mandela, she was actually a South African. Before, I guess this happened like in the 1800s, there was this woman called Sarah, her name was Sarah Bartman.
Yeah, I remember her
and
story.
Her derriere was so huge that the white people took her to Europe, put her in these
museum.
Yeah, but it's like one of those shows.
Yeah.
And then, but she died from some sexually transmitted disease. But when Nelson Mandela was in office, he told them to bring her body back. So, but you have women that have those kind of behinds here.
They are blessed. We say they are blessed. That's our women here. So
yeah. But the other thing too was the ones that are just completely the flat butt ones. Just like there's some amazing looking women too. I've noticed their faces are extreme. Well, they're all pretty. But my weakness are the ones that I saw in.
Thank you so much.
Oh. Because they're so dark, and when the sun hits them, it's like their complexion is amazing. Amazing.
The skin glows. The skin glows. It's flawless. It glows. So you'd be like, damn, this is what happened.
Amazing. Oh, the other day, I forgot where I was at. I was doing one of my walks. I like to walk around for my exercise when I'm not in the gym. I saw this Dinka man. Obviously, he's tall. There's two of them I see it on pretty occasions. This one is an older guy. He's like my age. But he has a very short beard. But that gray against his black skin, that was so cool.
Ooh,
that was like, man, I wish I was that black, just to have that contrast. It was really cool. Then I saw this other young guy now. This guy was a tower. He's probably like 6'6", 6'8" or something. He was really tall. But his dreadlocks was just blowing. I was like, okay. Yes, yeah. And there's a lot. Well, I was surprised at how many. One of the Muimoy fighters, I think, had
Mau fighters.
Mau. I think he had.
So, on that, the Mau fighters, all of them, all 70%, let's say 80%, even the field marshals, the women, all of them, they had locks. There was a sense of identity.
Yes.
And the Mau and the blue commandos or maroon commandos in Jamaica, they are connected like this. So when the Africans were taken from Africa, let's say East Africans, most of them were taken to Burma to go and fight for the British. When the war was over and they came back to Africa, most of them would be like, so that means a white person can die through a bullet. And then they'd be like, you know what? For us to identify ourselves, we're gonna grow our hair as long as we wish, for the sense of identity. And also they believe that the hair gave them power. So whenever they're in the forest and they're fighting the white person, if some of them, for the sake of only, like, for us to identify you are a real fighter, most of them had the locks. And there were people who were supplying food for the people who were in the forest. Most of them were women, but some they didn't have the locks. But the ones who were in the forest, in the caves, fighting in front line, most of them had locks.
That's interesting you say that, because over there, there's what is it? Two Rivers Mall.
Two Rivers.
There is a resort over there where one of the
waiters or
no, it's just like one of the people of the land. They said, "I'm taking my land back because it has a stream that runs through with this, a pond. It's not. It's bigger than a pond. Small lake. Well, behind this stream, there's a waterfall. What's really unique about it is you have this waterfall. It's probably like about maybe almost 200-foot drop waterfall. But what's unique about it is if you go behind the waterfall, there's caves in it where the Mau fighters were hiding at.
Yeah.
And that's why this one family that owned this particular plot of land, they fought to take their land back because they knew about the caves.
The caves, yeah.
That was so impressive.
So if you walk around the country and get to see some of these caves, and you go inside and get to learn more about the history, sometimes I go there and I'll be like, sometimes the history and the connection, there is goosebumps.
Yes, sir.
So you get to understand this is what my ancestors fought from, so that I can have all this freedom I have today.
Yes.
So that gives you a sense of be like,
yes.
Feels
it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing, yeah. You know, it is such an awakening when you come in. It's like you see where all the missing pieces in your soul when you come here to the continent. It's just like, wow. And like I strongly believe that there's going to be a huge shift or exodus of African the diasporas from the West coming to the continent.
Wow. So, are there legal or political restrictions that African Americans should be aware of before relocating to Africa?
I don't know. I hadn't had any problems.
With
You just do what you're told. I mean, and it's basically they don't really make any demands on you. The only thing I guess is I would make sure when it comes to your money, keep it wherever it's at. But just like say for instance, you transfer 1,000 at a time to whatever account
you have,
and then you disperse it from like okay, I want to put maybe $500 in my Safaricom account, excuse me, and then keep the rest like in your Sinway, and then pull out more as you need it. But I would definitely keep, because I was talking to one acquaintance, and he was saying, yeah, no, I'm just going to get a big loan. I said, no, don't do that in the States, and then for don't pay it back. I said, no, you never know when you may have to go back. So always keep an option open. That you know what, I still have an option to go back, make some money, and still come back over. So I definitely would, not want to burn my bridges.
And that one gives me another, sense, something to ask about. If you are planning, as someone who is planning to come to Africa, would you advise them to sell everything they had, maybe like a house and everything, all the investment they had, and relocate to here, or they should keep it for maybe like as a security for as they?
If I were to sell it, I think I would. If you don't have anybody back there to watch out for your property, I think I would sell it. But I'll keep it in an account where you can access it, obviously. But I would sell it. And right now, the way the economy is going, I'm very uncomfortable with how a lot of the leaders are now perceiving Trump, and they are now losing confidence in the U.S. dollar. That is very concerning to me. I just found out that just today, which is what, the 11th of July?
Yeah, today is 12th.
The 12th of July.
Yeah.
I found out yesterday that the Chinese also stopped buying corn. And that's like billions of dollars of revenue that the U.S. is missing because of tariffs.
What?
I think the month before that, they stopped buying all the soybeans. And there's like 4 states that produce soybeans. For the Chinese. And now it's like there's no trucking jobs, no train jobs. The farmers are going. They're
losing money.
They're losing. And I also found out that J.D. Vance, which is the vice president of the U.S., he has a company that's going around buying up these farms for pennies.
That is. Hey. That is mad.
So
on that note, you talk about agriculture and everything like that, and have been seeing a lot of deportations for immigrants who are in the state, and I definitely know that has affected especially the agricultural sector and construction.
Yes. And they're getting a lot of, how can I say it, the MAGA voters that did vote, they're regretting their vote because they're losing their farms, they're losing their construction companies. One guy was saying, yeah, and it was funny how he said it. I saw this on YouTube, and he was mentioning that how, what would normally take the immigrants, Mexicans, like 1 day to do, is taking white folks,
1 week.
4 days. He's at 4 days to do a job that should only take 1 day.
1 day for the whites.
I heard, wow.
Now that comes to whereby the vice president is buying the farms from the farmers
at pennies on the dollars.
On the dollars. Now,
He wants to own the chunks of land and control agriculture.
Mm-hmm. But who's going to buy it? Because right now, I think Trump has messed up, and he's really made a lot of enemies with a lot of these heads of states.
Yeah.
They don't want to do business with the U.S. anymore. And I don't think they're really going to feel the effects of this probably until they'll see the direction in, I'll say, in September of 2025. I believe they're going to be hurting in December. I mean, in September. And I would say probably the end of the first quarter of 26, things are going to be pretty rough for them.
What?
Yeah. So I would expect to see a huge exodus of
African Americans, also, or maybe citizens.
Yes.
Basically, not just African Americans who are moving from the States. We also have a lot of white Americans who are settling here in Kenya.
Yes.
I have friends, a lot of them who are my friends, some of them I have worked with them, and I'm like, why are you moving to Kenya and you or Africa and you're not black? Some of them are buying lands like, the funny thing about them, they come here, they don't buy the houses or apartment in the city, they go to the villages and they buy and they start farming. Most of them are doing farming, especially the whites who I know. They are doing the farming in the villages.
Yes.
And yeah, that is an added advantage because here they launch their farms and everything. The locals from the village are the ones who are going to benefit from the thing, and also the development is going to face an upward trajectory.
It is definitely you have a lot of Chinese coming here. There's a lot
especially the Chinese are the ones who are given the construction jobs here on contract.
But I also, because I think my building that I live in, I think he's either the president or one of the top officials that owns that building up in Lavington.
Some of those people own a lot of apartments here in Kenya, so you'll not be surprised to find out is one of the political person who owns the
Got it.
Yeah. So, would you want help people understand, or the African Americans who are still in the States, what is one of the largest or one of the biggest myth and misconception they have been having they have been having about relocating to Africa?
I guess the biggest misconception that I can see, well, I'll say it like this, from my experience.
Yes, from your experience.
That they're backwards. The biggest misconception that Africans are just backwards, and they're not. Especially when you start interacting with some of the servers, and you like to, and they're very good at English. That's what got me. They're really good at English. Some of them, most of the servers they'll be, if you go to a restaurant, they know the little idioms, and they understand a lot about what you're saying. Even if it's a joke, they're very keen, extremely keen. Yeah, that's what surprised me. It's not I'm trying to think of, the misconception is they don't understand. They are very, very knowledgeable. That's the biggest thing.
And that's what I came across the interview Donald Trump had with the president of Liberia.
That was so embarrassing. It should have been so embarrassing for him.
How do you ask someone who speaks English, where did you learn English? Mind you, the official language in Liberia is English, and he had also to affirm himself with the history of Liberia, that most of the people who live in Liberia are slaves who are repatriated to Africa.
Yes. And it's like, that was just I was embarrassed for him. I mean, you're
uninformed.
So, and that's how a lot of his policies are. You know, he just shooting from the hip, and he just has no idea. Just whatever sticks to the wall, you know, we're going to go with it. And that's why he's losing. Canada has completely just like, we want nothing to do with you. They have gotten, I mean, and that, a lot of border towns rely on the Canadian tourism. And they have gotten so fed up with Trump and his administration, they shut down a lot of the daily border exchange. They want nothing to do with the U.S.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
And it's like, that's sad.
That's sad.
That's our closest neighbor.
Sad. So, what is your advice or your last regards as we wind up this episode?
Get over here. Just come and visit. Especially you're a man. And you
especially if you're a man.
And the reason why I say that is because on the continent here, it's a patriarchal system, not a matriarchal system in the U.S. And what I mean by that is the men control things here.
So that has been an interesting episode, sitting down with David here. At least I have learned something, and also maybe he has also learned something from here. If you're planning to relocate to Africa, do your research, get to know where you wanna come and settle. And if you wanna help in settling in Africa, we have so many agencies or so many people who know more about, you know, relocating and settlement here in Africa when it comes to business, policies, agriculture policies, opportunities, energy, a lot of things. You can reach out to us, and also you can reach out to me. Also, if you're planning to come and visit, you know, Kenya or East Africa, I'll organize one of the best trips you'll ever want. So I'ma see you on the next episode. Ciao.
It was a pleasure, sir.
Pleasure meeting you, brother.